Okay, hi everyone. So today we are going to be talking about, we're going to continue our study on chapter 4, which is indices, surds, and logarithms. And we're going to be specifically talking about the third set of laws, okay, which is the laws of logarithms. So previously we have studied the laws of indices. So there are three laws of indices. I mean, there are a lot of this one lah. Okay, and then there are two laws of surds. Okay, which we have studied, and now we're going to go into the last set of laws, which is the laws of logarithms. Now, of all the three, the laws of logarithms are actually kind of the toughest lah. Okay, it's tough because there are many aspects to consider. It's like a combination of the laws of indices and surds together, and but it is under a new subtopic altogether. Okay, so because of that, and because of the difficulty of of um, of this section, okay, we are going to take it slow, okay, so that you all can slowly work your skills up in order to understand, okay, what is happening with these laws. So, so we know that any number, okay, any number that we have studied before, okay, you can actually write it in terms of index mode. Okay, an equation in index form can be written as this manner: n equals to a to the power x. For example, 81 equals to 9 to the power x, because we know that 81 is also, I mean, if you remember your this one, we know that 81, okay, is also 9 to the power of 2. Okay, therefore x is equals to 2 lah. Okay, so this is one way, this is what we call an index form equation. Okay, equation in index form. Okay, likewise, same as this, 1000, okay, is actually equals to 10 to the power of 3. Okay, so if so you know, this works well if we have numbers that we can actually form. These are, sorry, numbers that are not surds lah. Okay, like very easy to form this one because dia adalah nombor bulat, dia bukan nombor perpuluhan yang berulang-ulang. Okay, so numbers that have no surds, or numbers that are not surds, okay, it's very easy for us to form the index form, the equation in index form. Okay, which we know that, okay, the power itu sangat penting lah. Okay, likewise, n equals to 5 to the power of 3, then we know that this n value is 125, because 125 is equals to 5 to the power of 3. So this, okay, this, okay, and this, okay, all these lah, okay, are what we call equations in index form, because there is an index over here. Okay, there is a quasar lah. Okay, there's a quasar that is involved here. But this is easy for us to find because we know that, okay, 10 to the power of 3 is 1000, or 1000 is 10 to the power of 3. Or if I were to give you 4, if you remember in our study before, 4 is actually 2 to the power of 2 squared. Or another magic number we have is 36. 36 is actually 6 squared. Okay, so we can change any normal number to a number with an index form. Okay, if we know what the square or the cube is lah. Okay, but the problem is this, no? What if we have this kind of numbers? How am I supposed to write 50 equals to 4 to the power of x? What will I get? Okay, how can I, 4 to the power of what equals to 50? If we think about it, 4 to the power of 1 is 4. 4 to the power of 2 is 16. Then 4 to the power of 3 is already 64. So how do I get 50? Okay, this is still valid. Ini masih lagi boleh dipakai. It is still true. Okay, 50 equals to 4 to the power of x is still true. Okay, cuma dia bukan 1, dia bukan 2, dia bukan 3. Okay, so what number do you think x is lah? Okay, so that means this we have to find another way, okay, to find this value of x. Okay, sama juga dengan ini dua. 69 equals to 7 to the power of x. 80 equals to 8 to the power of x, or even to the power of y. How do we find out what this power number is? Okay, macam mana kita mau tahu dia kuasa berapa ini? Okay, so that's why we have this thing called logarithms. Okay, that's why we have this thing called logarithms, so that logarithms can help us to find, okay, what this power is. And definitely this power, okay, it is not a round number lah. Dia bukan nombor bulat 1, 2, 3. Dia memang nombor perpuluhan. Okay, it is a decimal number lah. Okay, so because of that, okay, we need to know how to change okay, the index form to become a log form. Okay, so this is how we do this. Okay, so n equals to a to the power of x is an equation in index form. Okay, manakala this one log an to the equals to x, this is an equation in logarithm form. Okay, equationnya sama. Okay, it means the same thing. N, a and x are the same numbers. Cuma the index form and the log form, okay, are different. Okay, log an equals to x. N equals to a to the power x. This is index form. This is log form. Okay, logarithm form. Okay, so for example, just now we go back to that example. 50 equals to 4x. Okay, so let's take this. 50 equals to 4x. Now this is index form, which is n equals to a to the power x. Therefore, 50 is n, 4 is a, and x is x lah. So if I change this to log form, I will get log base 4 to the number 50 equals to x. Okay, and this, okay, this can be found on the calculator. We can use the calculator, which I will teach you in a while, okay, on how to do this lah. Okay, but you need, this one we cannot do. Apa ini? Kita tidak boleh cari di calculator ni. There is no square root of, tiada lah ni. Square, there's no root of x. Tiada. Okay, you need to know what, I want to know what is the square, what is the power. Okay, so that's why we have to change to log form, so that by calculating this, I can calculate the value of x. Okay, let's take another example. 69 equals to 7 to the power of x. Okay, 69 equals to 7 to the power of x. Changing it to log form. Okay, remember, when we were talking about index last time, right, a to the power m kan, this is known as the base. And this is known as the index. Okay. Now, in log form, log an, okay, log an equals to x, we find that the base now becomes the log base. The base of the index is also the base of the log. Okay, and the index now has become the number. Okay, same thing. So you need to know this relationship lah. Okay, that the base still remains the same. How, macam mana kita mau sebut ini log n base a. Saya ulang log n base a. Okay, so the base is very important because base maksudnya kalau kita tukar dalam index form kan, ini akan jadi dia punya base. So changing this index form to log form, this will give me log, what is my base? My base is 7. Log 69 base 7 equals to the index, which is x. And then I can use the calculator to calculate this to give me the value of x. Dia memang nombor perpuluhan. Okay, dia memang nombor perpuluhan yang sangat complicated, but this is the first skill that I want you to learn. How to change from index form to log form. And the other way around. Okay, and the other way around. Let's say, for example, log 7x equals to 3. Contohnya. Okay, so how do I change this to index form? Okay, remember, this is the base and this is the number. So x equals to, the base is 7 to the power of 3. This is the base, this is the index. Okay, so this is how I change log form to index form. Okay, I can also do this. Okay, or another one. 56 equals to log x 7 lah contohnya. This is log form. Okay, di mana the base is x and the power is 56. So therefore 7 equals to x, the base, power of 56. Okay, so we need to know where the numbers are positioned. Okay, whether in log form or in index form. Tapi yang paling penting, if you know what is the base, okay, and the index, then you know how to position them. Okay, dia selalu log base. Kalau index form, dia adalah base index. Okay, index equals to log base number, so number equals to base index. Okay, now there is one condition to this lah. Ada syarat di sini ya. Number one is this. I mean, these are the two conditions lah. Number one, log an is defined if n is equals to 0. There is no such thing, let's say log a negative 0.4. Ini tidak wujud. Okay, tiada. Okay, so you need to know, number one is, this number over here must be a positive number. Okay, secondly, this a also must be a positive number which is not 1. Okay, dia selain daripada the base must be a positive number and it is also not equals to 1. Okay, then we say that it is defined. Okay, so there are a few things that we need to remember from this lah, which is this. Okay, for any base, if you have the number 1, the index is 0. Okay, log a1 equals to 0. Okay, the second condition is this, log aa equals to 1. Okay, let's prove this by using, we convert this into index form. So log a1 equals to 0. Kalau saya tukar pergi index form, 1 equals to a to the power of 0. Okay, now if you remember from indices, saya sudah pernah cakap ini bahkan. Okay, anything to the power of 0 equals to 1. Okay, Faradila kuasa kosong is 1. Ifa kuasa kosong is 1. Eldon kuasa kosong is 1. Arif kuasa kosong is always 1. Therefore, when we change this into log form, we will get this. Log of any base, asal the number is 1, okay, the index will be 0. Secondly, if you have log aa equals to 1, if I change this to index form, let's think about this. A to the power of 1 is equals to A, which is correct lah. Kan? Sebab kalau dia kuasa 1, dia sama dengan A. Okay, so these are two relationships that you must always remember. Okay, log any number, if the number and the base is the same, okay, the answer is 1. So for example, log 10 is 1. Log 3 is 1. Log 6 is 1. Okay, log, okay, log 1000 is 1. Okay, this is a very important thing. Second one is, kalau anything, base anything, asal dia punya nombor 1 kan, dia mesti jawapannya kosong. Okay, log 61 is 0. Log 17, 1 is 0. Okay, so this is a very important relationship. So the question now is this, and this is maybe satu teka-teki yang saya mau bagi tahu kamu lah. Okay, what is log 1, 1? Is it equals to 0 or log 1, 1 equals to 1? Mana satu? Because kita cakap bahkan, kalau dia sama nombor, kalau the base and the number is the same, it should be 0, kan? Kalau the base and the it should be 1. Macam ni, kan? Log AA equals to 1. But, saya ada juga cakap bahawa kalau kamu log dan nombornya adalah 1, dia sepatutnya kosong. So, this is the riddle for the day. Which of this is true? Log 1, 1 equals to 0 or log 1, 1 equals to 1? Mana satu yang benar? Okay, something for you to go and think about. You can Google the answer for this. Okay, you can tell me in the group later lah. Okay, check it out. Okay, go and check out which one is the correct answer. Log 1, 1 equals to 0 kah? Atau log 1, 1 equals to 1? Or is there another answer yang saya tidak cakap di sini? Okay, so if we can find the value, okay, so there are two very important bases lah. Okay, as I said, this is a base. Ini adalah base atau What is base in Malay? It's not tapak. Asas. Okay, asas. Yeah. So there are two very important bases when we talk about log. Okay, which is base 10. Okay, and another one is called base E. Okay, so base 10 and base E. Now, base 10 is the base that is in your calculator. Our calculator is not that hebat lah. Our calculator can only come up to base 10. Okay, so let me show you where in your calculator you can find the log. So log is here. Okay, tada, this is where the log is. Okay, and you will find that on the shift log on top here is 10 to the power of x. Okay, so the base is 10. Okay, and in our calculator only allows us to calculate stuff in two bases lah, which is base 10. Okay, okay, which is base 10, and the other one is this ln over here. I will explain to you what is ln. So ln is base e. Okay, base e. So we only have base 10, base e. So macam mana kalau saya ada equation in base 2 or base 5 or base 17? Okay, there's another method to calculate that lah. Okay, which I will teach you in the next class. But today I only want you to focus on base 10. Okay, base 10 and base e. Okay, log base 10 and log base e. Okay, so the opposite of log, okay, yang kalau kau tekan dalam calculator, okay, kalau kau tekan dalam calculator, shift log. Okay, if I press the shift and then I press the log, okay, what we call this is we call this the anti-log. Okay, anti-log. So let's think about this again. Log 10n equals to x. This is an equation in log form. If I change it into index form, what will I get? N equals to 10 to the power of x. Right? Which is this lah. So anti-log x, okay, is this. Anti-log x and 10 to the power x is the same thing. But we call this an anti-log sebab log dia punya kawan mesti anti-log lah. So log and anti-log. So anti-log x equals to n. Basically what you need to know is just shift log lah. Okay? So for example, let's say I have log 10n equals to 3.26. So how do I find n? Okay, how do I find n is I just have to press shift log. Okay, shift log 3.26. Okay, shift log 3.26, and this is what I will get. And this is my answer. Okay, 1819.7. Okay, so let me just check lah. Let's say I click 1819.7. So if I press log 1819.7, okay, contohnya, I should be able to get the number 3.26. Okay, which is the log that I gave just now lah. Okay, so n equals to 1819.7, macam tu. Okay, so this is how we use the calculator to find the value of the log or the value of the anti-log. Okay, and likewise, we can do this with this base e. Dia sama konsep juga. Okay, but I want to just talk about this lah. So base e, okay, base e is what we call a natural log. Okay, natural log. So anything with base e, for example, log e7, okay, equals to x. Okay, so this is because we're using the base e, we call this a natural log. Okay, or in terms of to short form this, because we call this a natural log, we can also call this ln 7. Oh dear. Hold on, let me erase this first. Eraser. Okay, so to differentiate between log e, because log e is banyak mau cakap lah. So kita cakap ln 7. Okay, equals to x. This is the same thing. Ln 7 equals to log base e7. Tapi base e kan actually is a standard number, 2.718. 2.7182 yada. Okay, so in the same way lah. Okay, let's say if I want to find the value of ln 7, so we press ln. Okay, then we just press 7. So ln 7 equals to 1.9, 1.9459, yada 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 yada. Okay, and if I want to find shift of this one, sorry, if I want to find the anti-log of this natural log, I just press shift ln. Okay, shift ln, then you get this letter E over here. Okay, then you get 1.945. Okay, 1.9459. I should be able to get the number 7. 6.99 is about 7 lah. Okay, so that's the second thing that I want to talk about today. Okay, so the first thing is how to change between log form to index form. That's the first skill. Second skill that I want you to learn today is how to find the value of the log and the anti-log for base 10 and for natural log. Okay, by using the calculator. Okay, so let's take a look at these few practice questions. Okay, in your textbook. Okay, so this is self-practice 4.9. So let's convert each of the following to logarithm form. Okay, very simple lah. Let's do question C. So question C, 5 to the power of 3 is 125. Now, most important thing is we have to identify the base and the index. So this is the base and this is the index. Therefore, to convert it into logarithm form, this 125 will remain at the back, but it will be log base 5. Log base 5 of 125, okay, equals to 3. Okay, and that's it. Okay, all you have to know is just how to change the position. Now, this is a very important skill because if you want to master the laws of logarithms, this skill of changing bertukar antara index form and logarithm form is a very important skill. Okay, so you need to know this. Okay, likewise, question 2, convert the following to index form. Okay, let's do something simple like C again. Okay, so log 2128 equals to 7. Again, identify the base, identify the index. This is the base and this is the index. Therefore, it will be 2 to the power of 7 equals to 128. Okay, so this is log form, this is index form, which is also true if you think about it. Okay, we can always press 2 to the power of 7. Apa ini? 2 to the power of 7. Okay, you press 2 to the power of 7, you get 128. Okay, so this relationship between the index form and the log form is very, very important. Okay, now what if we get a question like this, 0.0001, and then the index is negative 4? Doesn't matter. Okay, yang kita tahu adalah ini adalah asas 10. Okay, the number doesn't matter, equals to negative 4. Okay, now if I change this to index form, this will be 0.0001 equals to, my base is 10. So 10 to the power of negative 4, which is true. 10 to the power of negative 4 is is 0.0001. Now remember, not all negative numbers mean that the log is not defined. Remember, the log is not defined, okay, if this number, okay, is negative. Kalau nombor ini adalah negatif, then kita tidak boleh dapat jawapan. Okay, but if the index is negative, no problem. Okay, the number saja tidak boleh negatif. The number can be a very small decimal number asalkan dia bukan negatif. And of course, the base cannot be negative as well. Okay, remember A must be more than 0. The base must also be positive. Okay, so this number, the index, can be positive, can be negative, no worries. Okay, but you need to know how to convert from from index form to log form, and from log form to index form. Okay, you need to know, this is the first skill that I want you to learn. Okay, secondly, find the value of each of the following. Okay, so now log 10(9), log 10(9) is, okay, when you're asked to find the value, what you need to do is, you need to write it in a complete equation first. Right now, it's not a complete equation. Okay, so I'm going to do question A. Okay, so log 10(9) equals to x. Okay, I'm going to do this first. Okay. Now, since our base is log 10, so this is no problem. Okay, you can just take out your calculator and click on, and press on log 9. Sorry. Okay, press on log 9 macam ni. Okay, press log and then press 9. Apa ni? Press 9. Okay, then you press equals to. Then you get this. 0.9542. Take up to 4 decimal places lah. Okay, 4 decimal places. So x equals to 0.9542. Okay, done. Okay, you already found the value. But this first step yang saya mau ajar ini, yang sangat penting. Okay, jangan kau terus log 10 equals to this one. Because after that, nanti macam mana ni? Log asas 3. Kan? Susah. So, that's why I want you to learn to do this. Whenever you are asked to find a value, kasih sama dengan one letter, which is the letter x lah. Okay? And then, only you find the value. Kalau dia log 10 kan, then sangat senang. Okay? So, what about question C? What if there is a kuasa over there? Okay, log 10, 5 over 6 to the power of 3 equals to x. We always equate it with something first. Okay? Now, this one, what you need to do is, you need to find the value of this first lah. Okay, so 5 over 6 to the power of 3, okay, is 125 over 216. So you get log 10, 125 over 216 equals to x. Then only I log this. Okay, so what I will get is x equals to negative 0.2375. Okay, so just be careful of this. Make sure you calculate this first before you get this. Okay, negative 0.2375. No problem. Remember, this number can be negative. Ini dua ini tidak boleh negatif. Okay, for this log to be defined. Okay, now it's all well and fine if everything is in log 10 lah. Okay, if everything is log 10, it's very easy. But what if you get something that is not in log 10? Okay, how are we going to calculate this? We cannot calculate this using calculator. Okay, which is why I said that whenever you get to find the value, the first step you do is you kasih sama dengan satu huruf. 64 equals to x. Okay, because if you have this in log 10, very easy, you can calculate. But if you don't have this in log 10, that's why this skill is very important. Let's convert this into index form. So we will get 64 equals to 2 to the power of x. Okay, and then you try and do kuasa 2 kan sampai kau dapat 64. Okay, so we convert this to become 2 to the power of, let's check and see. Okay, 2 to the power, 2 squared is 4. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. 2 to the power of 4, 16. 2 to the power of 5, 32. So 2 to the power of 6 is 64. So 64 equals to 2 to the power of 6. Okay, can I find the value of x? I can. X equals to 6. Okay, so this is why converting it into index form is very important. Because if this is not log 10, then we have a big problem. Our calculator cannot count log 2. Our calculator can only count for base 10. Okay, but these numbers all you need to experiment see. Tapi the good news is dia sudah bagi base bah. So the base must be the same lah kan. Okay, because in order to get the base the same, then you can kasih sama the index. Okay, very important relationship over here. Okay, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do question F. Okay, log 4256 equals to, okay, so some of you are asking, mestikah huruf X? No, not necessarily lah. I can change letter lah. Let's say I want A. Well, okay lah, A lah. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be X lah. Okay, it can be any letter you choose as long as it's not the letter that is in here lah. But let's change this to index form. So 256 equals to 4 to the power of A. Okay. Now, since here is base 4, then you need to experiment. You need to calculate and see, okay, kita cuba kuasa 4 ni sampai 256. Okay, so you try lah. Okay, 4 to the power of, I know 4 to the power of, 2 is 16, so memang tidak boleh. How about 4 to the power of 3, 64. 4 to the power of 4, 256. Okay, so once you get 4 to the power of 4, you change this 256 to 4 to the power of 4 equals to 4 to the power of A. Therefore, A equals to 4. Begitu. Okay, because since the base is the same, therefore the index also must be the same. This is the power of the equal sign. Okay, the power of the equal sign. Okay, question number 4. Solve the following equations. Basically the same thing. Okay, log 2x equals to 5. Base 2, index 5. Okay, now since this is base 2, again we're stuck with the same problem. We don't have base 2 in our calculator. So we convert this into index form. So x equals to 2 to the power of 5. Okay, and this is so much more easier. 2 to the power of 5 is, tinggal kau tekan di calculator saja. Okay, 2 to the power of 5 is 32. Ta-da! Done. Okay, so that's why this skill that we're learning today, converting between index form and log form is very important. Okay, everybody must be able to do this skill. Okay, very, very important. Okay, so give these questions a try. Oh, sorry. Okay, give these questions a try later lah. Okay, I didn't answer every question in the textbook. Okay, but you should give it a try later. Either on the side or in your full scan. Okay, which you can always try and check the answer at the back. Okay, let's do the anti-log. Okay, this is pretty simple. Anti-log. So the anti-log of 2.1423. Okay, it is. We assume this is log 10 now. Okay, we assume this is log 10. So remember, press Shift log 2.1423. Okay, so press Shift log. Okay, Shift log. Apa ini? Sorry. Shift log. Okay, 2.1423. Okay, then you press equals 138.77. Okay, so and that's how you anti-log this one lah. Okay, 138.77. That. Well, I guess you can take up to 4 decimal places if you want lah. 138.7714 also can. Okay, but basically this whole thing is just to teach you how to anti-log. Now, for negative numbers, you need to put the kurungan. Okay, so make sure that when you press in your calculator, you do the bracket as well. Okay, but this question is just to train you how to use the anti-log function, okay, in your calculator. Now, we're going to be hearing this word anti-log a lot. Okay, tapi dari segi penekanan calculator kan, kamu akan panggil shift log lah. Okay, but the actual correct term is called anti-log. The opposite of log is called anti-log. Okay, so dalam calculator kita tekan sebagai shift log. Okay, so that's all I want to cover with you all today. Okay, remember the 3 skills that we're talking about. Number 1 is how to convert from log form to index form. Okay, that's the first skill. Number 2 is how to find the value of the log, okay, by converting it into index form, and how to find the value of the anti-log. Okay, so the 3 main skills today: conversion, okay, finding the value. Remember, finding the value, you need to put equals to a letter at the back. Okay, then you change it to index form. And the last one is finding the value of the anti-log. Okay, so what I want you to do today is open your workbook to page 47 and answer questions A to C. Okay, just as a starting. Okay, and also attempt the questions inside the textbook. All this self-practice 4.9, nombor 1 sampai nombor 5. Just buat saja di tepi. Okay, it's not homework, okay, but you need to definitely do the workbook questions. I will give you the homework proper for this subtopic at the end of this subtopic. Okay, we will maybe do about 3 to 4 classes on these laws of logarithms alone. Memang sangat panjang. Okay, and I want to take it slow because there are a lot of skills involved here, and I want you to slowly master them one by one. Okay, so please answer questions A to C on your workbook. Try the textbook questions, and if if you want, I will give you a few more questions from the textbook to answer later, lah. Okay, in the groups. Okay, so if there are no questions, you can ask me anything in the group later. I will see you in the next class. Okay, take care.